We are getting started. There are some seats, so feel free to sit down. You don't have to stand up. Make yourself comfortable. We're going to ignore the humidity this morning and just be thankful it's not 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Bruchim Habayim, welcome. Bruchim Habayim means welcome in Hebrew, and we are so thankful that you're here for this very exciting day where we are going to break ground on our brand new gym and event center. One of my jobs is to tour every family that comes through this school thinking about joining Hillel Academy. And I do it because I have such a passion for this school. And one of my most favorite things to do on these tours is I stop by classrooms and I ask the kids to tell me, hey, what are some of the things, so this is for the prospective family, hey, what are some of the things that you really love about Hillel? And the answers are always the same. They love their friends, they love their teachers, there's no bullies, it's a community. And then I always ask them, because I like to be balanced, and I know that the answers are always going to be good. So I always ask, if we could improve one thing at Hillel, what would it be? And hands shoot up. And they always say, 100% of the time, we want a pool. Oh. And I turn to them, and depending on their age, I explain to them about liability insurance. However, they also say 100% of the time, we would like an indoor gym. And we've been hearing this for probably 52 years, but I think at a certain point there was an indoor gym or one that pretended to be, and now we're really getting one. So here we are, an indoor gym that's air conditioned for our kids, for sports, summer camp, leagues, where we can have our annual musical, which by the way is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, May 21st, buy your tickets soon. And we can have events like our gala and auction, March 11th, 2023, buy those tickets soon too. A beautiful lobby for lectures, art shows, and where we will also put our new Aron HaKodesh, studio spaces for dance like ballet and hip hop, presentations, a black box theater, and fitness. And the crown jewel in the entire building, though she's not here today, but we make sure she knows, is that our sports coach will no longer be resigned to a storage closet. She will have a slightly larger office. We are thrilled today to welcome some very special people. We have Commissioners Ken Hagan and Harry Cohen. They'll be speaking in just a moment. And we are also thankful to our partners in this project. The architect for this building and for that building is here, Mike Muroff of Purdy Muroff Architecture. Jonathan Moore from Envision Advisors is somewhere around here. Our engineering team is Infinity, and Jillian Bandies from Bandies Construction, who will be putting this thing up, is also here. And I don't know where she is, but she's here somewhere. And all of this could not have been accomplished without the leading gifts that come from Seth and Hannah Foreman, Mike and his anonymous partner, Reisman, and Matt and Carolyn Fink. I almost said Matt and Michael Fink. That's not right. It is my distinct honor to call upon my partner in the leadership of this entire organization, Board Chair Carolyn Fink.
Well, thank you to everyone for coming today to really be part of history. Hillel has been a Jewish day school for almost 52 years, and we have had many chapters in our school history. We have had, first we started with 30 students at Congregation Kolami, Congregation Road of Shalom in 1970, and then we expanded to this campus in the 1990s. And then in 2021, we opened the Foreman Early Learning Center that is now home to over 65 preschool children. Some of them are here. And now we are very excited to start construction on an 11,000 square foot gym and event center. So it is just really an amazing piece of history. And as Allison mentioned, this will be not only just, it's really going to be the centerpiece of our campus. And you know, there's going to be exciting programs for our children, sports leagues, dance classes, and even Krav Maga from Mike Reisman. I just have to say that because Mike has been trying to bring Krav Maga here, so thank you, Mike. And just really having a great venue in North Tampa. And it's just been a long time coming, and I just want to say it's really a special day for me on a couple reasons. It's my birthday, I just have to say that. And but I was thinking this morning, and I was saying, you know, I've been part of Hillel for, I don't know, 12 some odd years, and I've seen it go through many different phases. And to see the ELC and to see us embarking on a gym, it really is overwhelming. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for being with us and being here today. Thank you to the Foremans, Mike, my husband, for letting me be part of this also, and putting up with all the great nights I've been out. But thank you to everybody. So just thank you for coming, and really excited to have you back when we finally cut the ribbon and come inside to this wonderful building. Thank you.
I see that we have another special guest. Our Federation CEO, Gary Gould, is in the back. Thank you, Gary, for coming. One of the traditions in Judaism, when we do something new, embark upon something new, we say a special prayer called Shehechianu. And we thought this would be a lovely opportunity to showcase some of our 7th and 8th graders singing the Shehechianu as we embark upon this new phase in Hillel's journey. I'd like to call them up, along with a brand new leader to our school, Mora Kate Friedman. Come on up. She is our new Director of Jewish Life and Curriculum. 8th grade, can you smile and just pretend you're happy?
Shalom to all our distinguished guests and our Hillel community members. Moadim l'simcha. We're in the middle of the Sukkot holiday, so I want to wish everybody a happy Sukkot. And can the 8th graders gather a little closer around the microphone here? So as Ms. Allison said, we're going to say Shehechianu because this is really a momentous occasion that we've been waiting several years for since before I was here, but I'm sure glad there's another basketball court coming to the school. And we say Shehechianu when it's a really significant time in our lives, and I think this growth in our Hillel campus definitely counts for that. All right, thank you 8th graders and 7th graders for stepping up.
What else does a 13 and 14-year-old want to do on a Sunday morning? Really? Coming up now is a very special little group. You saw our future graduates this year, and in about 9-10 years, there'll be another set of graduates who maybe will sing Shehechianu with a little bit more enthusiasm. So come on up, some of our Dagim, our Yanshufim, and our Gan, our kindergarten, with their lead teacher, Mora Ilana.
Hey! Vocal!
What's cuter than that?
If any of our singers want to go into babysitting in the ELC, you're more than welcome to. It is my distinct pleasure to call upon County Commissioner Ken Hagan, a fellow Gator. Go Gators. He is a native and lifelong resident of Hillsborough County. He is the ranking member of the commission, first elected in 2002, always an effective and well-liked public servant with a strong record of accomplishments. He was returned to his home district in 2018. Commissioner Hagan strives to provide public leadership that works in a respectful and bipartisan fashion to improve the lives of those he serves. Commissioner Hagan strives to provide public leadership that works in a respectful and... I wrote the same sentence twice. I apologize. Commissioner Hagan long fostered economic development and jobs retention and expansion. He has fought to recruit high-wage, high-quality jobs and to expand and diversify our workforce in energy, technology, e-commerce, and life sciences. He also pushes to attract and leverage federal and state workforce dollars to retain and expand small and mid-sized businesses like us, and to ensure that assistance goes to the important industries of retail, hospitality, and transportation, including the recently completed Citrus Park Road extension, road maintenance, backlogs, and congestion relief, and safer sidewalks. Commissioner Hagan, thank you so much for being here. We welcome you to Hillel.
Well, thank you for that very kind introduction. Good morning, everyone. It's a real treat for me to be here today. I promised Julie I'd keep my remarks brief. Number one, it's humid, and number two, I'm fairly certain at 10 a.m. on a Sunday morning, the last thing you want to hear is a long-winded politician. But it is a real honor for me to be here this morning, and I say that not only as a county commissioner who represents this area, but also as a neighbor and someone who has a tremendous amount of respect and appreciation for Hillel. Now, to be completely honest with you, when I first received the invitation, I saw it was a groundbreaking for a gym, which I'm passionate about. It's at Hillel, right around the corner from my house, so I knew it would be convenient. But then I saw it was 10 a.m. on a Sunday, right following a 7 p.m. home Gator game up in Gainesville, so I thought that might be a tough turnaround there. So I paused for a second, and then I immediately saw that my good friend Seth Foreman was involved, and I immediately responded to Julie saying, yes, I will be there. I've known Dr. Foreman for quite some time now, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for him. He's an incredibly kind and caring man, and is quite the visionary and physician. I'm not quite sure about his golf game these days, Seth, but Dr. Foreman's a great guy, and it is an honor for me to be here with him and with you. I know as the only accredited Jewish school in Tampa Bay, Hillel has an incredible reputation and has for quite some time now. But this new gym and event center, along with the Foreman Early Learning Center, is really going to educate even more students and allow you to elevate your school to an even higher level. Now, I know this is far more than a gym. The event center will be able to serve multiple purposes and allow you to host a wide range of events, including you're going to have, I know, 2 dance studios. So it will have a far-reaching impact on Hillel and the entire community. But speaking as a big advocate for parks and recreation and youth sports, As a commissioner, I will tell you we have a tremendous need for more gyms that can hold basketball, gymnastics, volleyball, pickleball, and a wide range of indoor sports. So I applaud you for making this investment. It is most definitely needed. But more importantly, I can say that without question, this gym's impact on your children will be immeasurable. And I speak from experience. Some of my fondest memories as a child took place at the playground at Carrollwood Elementary right around the corner, and at Forest Hills Little League. And some of my best friends to this day were made by competing there. But in addition to making friends and having fun, some of life's greatest lessons are learned in gyms, parks, and playgrounds. So I want to thank you for making this investment and for everything you do to not only prepare our children with a superior, or not only to provide our children with a superior education, but also to prepare them for the future. I want to thank the trustees, Ms. Oakes, all the faculty, the staff, and the parents for all of your hard work and sacrifices you make to make this such a special school. A special thank you to Hannah and Seth Foreman for making today possible. And again, it's an honor to be able to join you on this very special occasion. Thank you.
Julie, Carrie, you heard we're adding pickleball, right? Very excited about that. We'd like to take a moment to thank our chairs of this building. I'm going to call upon Carolyn Fink to present Dr. Reisman and Dr. Foreman with a plaque.
So this would not be possible, as we've said a couple of times, without some extraordinary people, Seth and Hannah and Mike Reisman, and of course I know Karen. I know you're here somewhere, and so thank you for all your support for Mike, for us as well. And you know, Seth, you and I have worked together for the past 4 years. It feels like longer than 4 years. I was actually adding that. I was like, really? When you came to me at Colamy and said, I want to be president, and I said, oh gosh, that's great. So, and really, you are, look, there's a lot of people that make us into a success, but Seth, you are definitely one of the top people. We would not be here today without your support, and Hannah, and thank you. And it's just really been important to be successful, so thank you. And Mike, you and I have, you've been on the board for a couple of years, but your time with us has been immeasurable. Your support and willing to ask anybody that we ask you to ask for money. We really appreciate it. And you know, just both of you together, thank you for all you've done. And we really wanted to just present to you this plaque. Where are they? And while they're coming up here, I do, Julie, I do want to actually just thank you, though. Thank you for putting this together. This has been amazing. You have worked your tush off, and I just want to say thank you. And thank you, Carrie, for all you've done to make this successful. Thank you. Come on up. Yeah. Matt, can you take some? You're taking pictures?
I'm working on it.
Okay, all right.
I don't have to sit on Seth's lap right now.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Seth and Hannah. Thank you, Mike. It's now my pleasure and my honor to call upon Harry Cohen, Commissioner Harry Cohen. He's a native of Tampa. He was elected to the Hillsborough County Board of Commissioners in November 2020. Harry Cohen has dedicated his life to a career in public service. Commissioner Cohen has served the community in numerous capacities, including as Chair Pro Temp of Tampa City Council, Vice Chair of the Metropolitan Planning Organization, and Chair of the Transportation Disadvantage Coordinating Board. Thank you, Mr. Cohen, for being here, and please come on up.
Well, good morning, everyone. This is the second time this week I've traveled to Commissioner Hagan's district for an event, which I think really underscores the fact that we are really one big community. And the story of the Hillel Academy really mirrors the story of the Jewish community in Tampa. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about this morning, having said the Shekianu prayer, which is thanking God for bringing us to see this day, I really was thinking back to the people that founded this school, which I'm a longtime member of Congregation Road of Shalom. I know the Foreman family is as well. This school started in like one room of the religious school on the second floor at Road of Shalom, and it later, for many, many years, operated out of a temporary building right on Bayshore Boulevard. And it was really a testament to the people at that time in our community that felt very strongly that we absolutely needed a Jewish day school in the community. And now that our community has grown so much and we have so much more diversity in our population, I would argue to you that it's more important than ever. And that there are actually people that will not move to this community without something like this here available for their children. And I think that the people that founded the school would be absolutely blown away if they were here today to see what this place has become. It is just amazing. And every time I am here, I just marvel at the amount of space that there still is to imagine what might happen in the future. So thank you so much for having me this morning, and know that Hillsborough County is really proud of the diversity that we have, and this is a really, really important part of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Piggybacking on the words of Commissioner Cohen, we do have an incredible history here, and part of the reason why we are able to do this work is because Dr. Seth Foreman is so successful in his own business life, and it started here. I mean, we could say that this is, it was Hillel that educated Seth and gave him his foundation, and he is giving back today, and we're really appreciative of it. And his mom, who is here, who doesn't like as much recognition, made the decision to enroll him and his brothers in this school that has now become such an important part of this Jewish community. Seth, will you come up and share a few words?
Thank you, Allison. And yes, I want to make sure that, first of all, I have good news. I forgot my words and what I wrote down at home today. So one of the good tricks to public speaking is if you forget your speech, just thank a lot of people and be brief. So that's what I think we'll do. The first person I want to thank is Hannah, my wife, for 22, almost 23 years. Without her, none of this would be possible. Without the inspiration that I get at home to go out and do the best I can every day. And something that Allison had also alluded to is that because this young woman, I know y'all think that could be Hannah too, but because the young woman I'm about to mention never involved herself on committees or in politics, so therefore, unlike me, has no one that really, really dislikes her. I want to thank my mom because, truthfully, I've been part of this school for 43 years, since I was there in first grade, and you're right, without her determination, none of this would be possible. And so I think anyone who gets an education here should certainly thank her, even though she really, really doesn't want you to. Just another item is that regarding Commissioners Hagan and Commissioners Cohen, I don't know, it doesn't really matter what industry you are in. Over the last 2 to 3 years, Tampa, our region, it doesn't really matter which district you're in or not in, we have had an overwhelming amount of new population here. And I think it's a real credit to our commissioners that we've been able to manage and succeed and thrive throughout all of the increase in population over the last few years. So thank you both very much. Great partners to the community, and it's really been wonderful being an actual Tampanian, a native, to see all the growth and how well we're able to accomplish it. The last thing I want to say is this, and this really is the most important thing that I will say, and I'm saying this to any young man or woman who's starting his or her career. I'm saying this to any students that are very intelligently not out here in the sun right now. But I will say this, is that if you are starting your careers, if you're in the middle of your careers, if you're starting a business, and you decide to put something on your shoulders, on your back, that has nothing to do with your family or your own personal success, you would be surprised how strong you are. So make sure that you put something like a Hillel Academy on your shoulders, on your back, and make sure you bring it along with your success, because it will find you. The success will find you. I'm an example. I'm nothing special. We're nothing special. But I decided a long time ago that I want to make this school the most successful and most competitive that I can. And by the way, Tampa, Florida does not need a Jewish day school. Tampa, Florida needs a Jewish day school that makes their children competitive in a secular world, to make sure they are prepared for secular high schools, because that's how we measure ourselves these days in Tampa, Florida, and also to be competitive in college. So beyond just needing a Jewish day school, we need a school that prepares these kids for the future, in addition to providing a Jewish cultural experience. Thank you very much.
Before we go into some photo opportunities, and then of course there's Nosh, because we're Jews and we feed you, I'd like to call upon the rabbi that sits on our board, that's been associated with our school for a long time because his own daughter graduated, Rabbi Lever, to share a benediction, some words, and a prayer.
Well, good morning, everybody. This is really a momentous occasion, and such a joy to see all of this coming to fruition. I remember all the discussions that the board had trying to, plan how this would all come to be, and it's really a glorious morning that we're able to do this. And in the middle of the Chagim, we're about to come to Simchat Torah and a new beginning, and this is a new beginning today. And so first, I'd like to offer a blessing for everyone that has helped to make this possible today. Yevarecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and continue to protect you all. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May God continue to shine God's presence upon you and be gracious to you. Yisar Adonai panav elecha v'yasim lecha shalom. And may God continue to lift you up with the divine presence, granting you peace in every way. Chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek, as we say at the end of, when we complete each book of the Torah. May we be strong, and may we be strengthened together. I can't wait to see what this is all going to be. Just a glorious, glorious opportunity for us. And so grateful that we've all been able to make this possible. We should be all so very proud.
Before we break, okay, I see them over there. So there's actually something really cool that's out. If you take a look at the blueprints that have been laid out, they're to your right. They are laid out in the order of the development of this campus, from it being just land, it was a horse farm from what I understand at some point, to the building or the campus that it is today. So when you go get some coffee and nosh, please take a look and really see the growth of our community through the years, laid right out in front of you. So thank you all for being here. we do have some photos that we want to take. When you're called upon to take a photo, we want you to put on a hard hat and grab a